Let's talk habits for real estate agents and how to create new ones. First of all, you have to decide that you actually want to make a change about something. You have to be frustrated enough with the results that you maybe aren't getting in order to make a change. I actually love frustration because it's a catalyst to change. So if you want to create a new habit, here's a couple tips and tricks for you. You've got to make it easy on yourself. When you're trying to work out, let's just say, you're not going to go from 0 days to working out to 5 days working out, right? That's a recipe for failure right out of the gate. And then you're just going to be upset with yourself and then perpetually continue not working out. So the best way to start a new habit is to start out small and make it really easily attainable. I know that's going to feel like, oh, this is so elementary, but I promise you, those small wins and the commitments that you make to yourself that you keep, that's going to increase your confidence level that you can do this, and is going to increase your motivation after that, your confidence, your motivation to keep going. Making and keeping those small promises to yourself will then get you to the next level to increase whatever it is that you want to do. So let's say you go from 0 days to working out to 1 day a week working out. Do that for a month. Then you're going to increase it. Okay, now I'm going to do 2 days a week. And your brain is going to reward you each time you do the things. And you're also not going to be in stress mode from having to drastically change your life. So the key is make incremental changes, 1% changes for the better. And over time, those 1% changes will be astronomical. They'll be exponential. It's kind of like how compounding interest works. Another thing you can do to help increase your chances of implementing a new habit is creating a reward system. So it has to be truly something that you really want and that is going to benefit you. So it's like, okay, if I work out this 1 day a week that I committed to, then I get to have a massage at the end of the week, or I get to go on a date with my spouse, or whatever it might be. It's like something that you actually truly want is going to be motivating enough to get you to do the thing and hold yourself accountable. Another thing you can do to help out is implement a punishment for yourself if you don't do the thing. And it has to be beneficial, something that you don't want to do, but it's beneficial for your life. So for example, if I don't do my lead generation 1 day a week, which by the way, if you're not doing one lead generation, once you figure out what the thing is that you really don't want to do or you really want to take away, maybe it's no more desserts for the next 2 weeks. Or maybe it's I got to clean my car if I don't do the thing that I said I was going to be committed to. So we've got make it small, make a reward, and create a punishment. Another amazing tip is to connect the habit that you want to create in your routine with a habit that you already do without even thinking about it. So for example, let's say every time you brush your teeth, should be twice a day, right? That you automatically do no matter what. Maybe you do 10 push-ups right after you brush your teeth. So if you connect a habit with one that you already do on a regular basis, it's going to make you way more likely to do it. And actually the habit that you always do, that is going to trigger to remind you to do the thing without any extra brain effort, because our brains love comfort. They love consistency and automation. That's why it's so hard to incorporate a new habit. So don't beat yourself up. Creating new habits is actually really, really difficult for our brains in the way that they're wired. It's not because you lack motivation. It's not necessarily because you don't truly want the results of that new habit. It's just that you need to recognize how our brains work and then trick it or create some patterns and do some things to help your brain along when you're trying to develop that new habit. Speaking of that, discipline over motivation all day, every day. People feel bad about themselves when they lack motivation. Here's the thing. I will take discipline any day over motivation because motivation might help you get started. Motivation never lasts. I don't care how self-motivated you feel you might be or someone else feel they might be. It's discipline that ends up sustaining whatever habit it is that you want to implement. So yes, utilize motivation to get you going, but just know that motivation isn't going to sustain. You're not going to always feel like getting up and working out or getting up and do your lead generation. In fact, even day 2, you're not going to feel motivated to do the thing that you know you really need to do. So don't stress out. Don't feel bad about yourself when you don't feel motivated, don't feel like doing the thing that you committed to doing. Just know that that's normal and that you just need to push past long enough to build a habit of discipline. Then it'll be way easier to overcome that lack of motivation once it's a habit. But there's that valley of disappointment, that valley of not feeling that motivation where a lot of people fall off. If you can anticipate that, if you know that that's coming, that should at least help you be able to realize that you don't need to get down on yourself. You just need to trick your brain enough and get your brain wired to make that thing an automated response and get past that hard part of not feeling like it for so many days before it actually just becomes second nature to you. Now, if all of this sounds like, yes, Jen, I've tried all of this, sounds like you need some accountability more than just yourself. You got to surround yourself with people who actually want you to succeed. People who are actually going to help you with whatever habit it is that you're building. Because without exterior accountability from other people or even social, right? So if you post what you're doing on social media, that gives you an exterior level of pressure or motivation to do the things that you commit to doing. So if you've just been trying to do this all on yourself and carrying that load of, oh, I know I need to do this and why don't I have enough motivation, or I've tried all these things and they're not working, maybe it's because you're not actually committing to finding an accountability partner, to finding a coach, to finding a mentor like me who can actually help you. The number one wants to support you in your journey and help you get to wherever it is that you want to go. But number two, someone that's been there. Someone that has built and fallen off the wagon and figured out all the wrong ways so that now I can be here and tell you all the ways that you can avoid that don't work and give you all the no BS tips and tricks to actually get where you want to go faster. Now, if you can implement all of that, you're a star. Listen, I get it. Building habits is hard. There's a lot that goes into this. There's a lot of trial and error. It doesn't have to be this hard, especially when you've got a great person helping you. So if you want more help, if you have questions, if you need some personalized suggestions, feel free to reach out to me. I'm a great accountability partner. I will call you on your bullshit and make sure that you do the damn thing. These are the types of things that I do personally for the agents on my team. So if you need more information, you have questions, you want to know what it's like to join the Hype Squad, definitely reach out, schedule a call with me, and I cannot wait to talk with you.